So live long enough, be an entrepreneur long enough, you will get to a point that you are not happy in your business. It's just life. And you get to decide to do something different. So what we're going to do is we're going to make that turn and that pivot one step at a time, or one client at a time, one program at a time. So if there's a program that you know you don't care for, if there's a product or service you're not excited about, maybe you used to be excited, you loved it, and now you don't. Maybe you still love it, but you want to do something else and your plate is full. It's very simple. Just wait until the last client is finished in that program, the last contract is over, and don't start new. Now that part is easy. The part that's challenging is that while you're waiting for those contracts to end, you're not going to sign any new ones. And that's where your immediate revenue is going to start to take a little bit of a dip. Let's just hope it's just a little bit. But sometimes things need to be a little hard, sometimes a lot hard, before they get better. But when you try to keep it all, you risk losing everything. So make a decision about your what. What do you love? What is going to get you to the next bodacious dream? That's the product, service, or offer you're going to focus on. It doesn't mean it has to be the only one if you already have multiple products or services in the marketplace, unless they are distracting you from the one. And so do not sign any more clients. Stop marketing the thing that you don't love. Because while you are doing that, while you are marketing something you don't love, while you are taking in more clients for something you don't love, you're just telling God, you're just telling the universe, whatever it is you believe in, I'm not judging. You are telling them, him, she, they, that you want more of that. And if you don't want more of that, then you have to stop acting and saying and showing up as though you do. So you're going to stop. You're going to stop promoting it. Take it off your website. Don't list it in your headline on LinkedIn. Take it out of your bio. It's okay if it's something that can help you continue to grow, then be clear about, I used to do this. I used to offer this. But just stop. Just make a decision to stop. Sometimes you cannot slow drip a decision. Sometimes you cannot baby step an action. Sometimes you just have to go cold turkey and stop. But the good news is this. If you stop promoting that and you stop bringing in new clients for that, you have opened up the space for the thing you love to either do more of the thing you love or to start talking about that new thing that you wish you were doing. So getting things off of your plate makes room for something to be on your plate. So what is your what? Notice that I didn't ask your what before I asked your why, and I didn't ask your what before I asked your who. Fair enough, sometimes you will ask your what before you ask your who. And it really just depends on what you're offering. It depends on which one of those you are crystal clear and 100% sold on. So we've done the who, we've done the what, we've done your why. Let's talk about where. Where are you showing up? Where are you going next? I see a lot of people, and I don't know, today is a day that I feel like really harping on my seven-figure client. I love you so much. But as I've mentioned to you, my seven-figure clients have more challenges with this than my six-figure clients do. It's just like a big company. Walmart or Target or Neiman Marcus or Saks, they are so big that it's really hard for them to pivot. The bigger you get, the harder you fall. So they tend to stay stuck in their way, in the way it's always been done, because they have so much to lose if the pivot doesn't work out. And that's the reason why what I'm talking about may seem simple. It may seem basic. But when you get to seven figures, you need to get back to the basics because that's where your next revenue explosion is going to happen. It's in the basics. It's not in tactics. It's in the tried and true strategies. Most of them are traditional. Most of them are the things that we were doing before the internet ever existed. That's where your money is. So we're talking about the where. Where are you? There's two sides to where. There's where are you? Not where have you been? Because where you've been is old news. Just if you dated someone before, if you already dated them and you stopped dating them, chances are you don't need to go back. So don't worry about where you've been, be it good or not good. I also want you to stop thinking so much about where you are. You need to know where you are just for proximity sake. But I want you to start focusing on where you're going. Where do you desire to be? My clients know that I have a whole methodology around working backwards. If you've never been there, if you're six figures and you've never been to seven, if you're seven and you've never been to eight, then trying to get there going forward is challenging because you're putting one foot in front of the other, hoping that you're going in the right direction. The reason I call this GPS is because you can relate to the GPS that's in your car. If you get in your car and you've never been to that mall, boy, can you tell I like to shop? So if you've never been to that mall and you put into the GPS, go, you just put go. The GPS is going to go wherever it wants to go. It may go to the last place that you went, but it's not going to that mall because you didn't tell it that's where you want to go. But when you enter into that GPS, I want to go to the mall, you tell it the name of the mall or you give it the address. The GPS may give you the directions step by step going forward, but the GPS created the directions by going to the mall and working back to where you are. And that's the same way that you get to 7, 8, 9, 10 figures. It does not matter how many zeros and how many commas is your next level. You're going to get there the same way. Go to where you want to be. And then we're going to engineer back to where you are. So where do you want to be? And once you know where you want to be, then the other part of the question is, where are your ideal clients?